Yo, press record.
What's up? You're listening to. What's up? You're listening to Straight X. My name is Amara. And today with me, as always.
What's up? My name is Daniel. What's going on?
Oh my god.
Progress.
Oh god.
Progress.
Listeners, you may not have context.
You don't have context,
I
but...
suck at mimicking Daniel. Daniel does the intros, but I suck at mimicking. But I was like...
But I mean, progress. Like, at least we left it on this recording. It's better than what we had before.
Yeah, I tried one time and it was terrible.
Bro,
Terrible.
I didn't know what was going on.
Oh god. Anyway, how you doing, man?
Bro, my new word is rampage. Guy, I'm angry, man. I don't even know what to say. I'm angry, man.
I can feel the anger from the word. Oh my god.
More things to do, places to go.
Bro,
the nations was here a voice.
the actual quote was
Bro.
tough to steal. What? Oh Lord,
Oh
man,
my
I love it.
Oh my god, it's just a
think-
rampage, man.
You see, I was telling guys this morning,
Yeah.
at rehearsals just before I came here, that I mean I've said this a number of times on the podcast, but I think
Yeah.
it's always worth saying that one of the reasons why I love Zero to X, apart from all the beautiful feedback I get from you guys that give me the joy from doing this, is the reminder, the purpose it serves as a journal, and how you just go back and listen to some episodes. Just imagine listening to this again. I asked Daniel, how you doing? I says rampage, and you're just like, bro, what am I doing with my day? I'm going on rampage. Oh my god! Oh Lord!
Bro!
No, but for real, man, I think rampage is necessary. In fact, I think I don't know how people do it. Yeah, but there's ways I do it, and I think it's pretty important that you are able to condition yourself to stay in a state of mind that is very, what's the word now?
Focused?
No, not focused, bro. The
Urgency, like there's a sense.
urgency,
You maintain that
the
sense
desire,
of urgency, the desire.
the satisfaction,
The satisfaction, 100%.
like every day you're just
you
like,
need to stoke
what
it.
are the goals?
You need to
The
see.
flames that need to be
See,
stoked.
bro, this is the difference.
Like every day the furnace is on fire.
This is the difference between motivation and discipline, right?
Bro.
Between motivation and I don't know what else people would call it. There is a word I just can't remember. But see, something might suck. This is how a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Something might really, really, really suck, and they're like me. Then they are angry.
And never
for that
again.
5 minutes.
Hey, whoa, I know them. Oh my god.
They're angry for that 5 minutes. They're like, no, I'm going to write down my goals, everything I want to do. Me. I could not afford to enter Uber. I had to be jumping bus and conductor was shouting at me. It's raining season now. I'm walking
Oh
on
my
the road.
god.
Cars splashed out. Me. When my mates are driving, and you're like, you know, in your heart and in your mind that if don't be say, you know, to they follow through. If I don't they drive car, you suppose don't they drive car. Only be say, you know, they follow through with your action.
Yeah.
Like you just be angry when you know that you are underperforming according to your potential.
Daniel, that's it.
Drink water.
That's it. Guys, drink water if you're listening. Drink water. I'm drinking water too myself. Bro.
When you feel like
there is a certain level of clarity and self-awareness you have about your abilities
100%.
that keeps you dissatisfied when you underperform.
See,
you're just like,
see, Amara,
so every day
you've put it aptly. Like you have put it aptly. This is what guys, Amara drank water. I'm not even joking. This is what it has to be. It's not just a 5-minute thing, man. It can't be.
Like listening to Zero to X serves its purpose, but it needs to extend.
It needs to extend. Like, see, pause this podcast and go and do what you're supposed to do, my guy. Babe, go and do. Like, see, you need to. Like, you stoke the anger,
guy.
You stoke the dissatisfaction.
1,800 degrees.
Bro, like you make it hotter. Like, it's your life,
bro.
It's your life.
Bro.
I was having a conversation. People don't realize that the consequences of inaction or the lack of clarity is that your life goes by.
The time never comes back, man.
No, when you say time, it's almost
Yes,
like
you make it intangible.
your
life. Yeah.
Goes by.
Yeah.
There are things you won't be able to enjoy that when you're supposed to enjoy them because you didn't do what you're supposed to do earlier on.
Yeah.
And you'd hate it.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Like, see, that thing, I don't get scared. That thing scares me. Living a life less than what I could have achieved.
Yeah.
Ha!
Yeah.
And there'll be, see, do you know what's even crazy? Potential gets old.
Bro, potential gets old and then potential dies as potential.
Potential.
In fact, potential ceases to be potential.
It ceases to be potential, 100%.
Ceases to be potential because
100%.
somebody's younger than you and is doing more.
Do you understand?
He's not smiling.
Guys, 20s, 30s, yeah. Work, oh.
Work, man.
What?
Work, man.
You're,
There's
People
something.
There's
something. There's something James Clear said. I'm paraphrasing, but he said, "The life you want to live is a lagging indicator of your habits." But I would like to bring it a lot more closer to home, and I would say that the life you want to live is not just a lagging indicator
of your habits.
It's also a lagging indicator of the choices. It's a lagging indicator of the work ethic. It's a lagging indicator
My
of...
God.
Bro, it's everything, man. It's everything. It's everything.
Bro.
Like, practical example for people who haven't gotten what he said. Practical example, how disarranged your room is a lagging indicator
is the
of
easiest
how
thing
you
to
casually...
See,
casually
I don't think there is a better example than this.
Yes.
I agree.
Bro.
I agree.
Bro.
Because when you feel good about your productivity, odds are your room is clean. Odds are
everybody can relate.
Yeah. Odds are your workspace is clean. There's no clutter. Do you know what's crazy? I was thinking about this thing you said about room being clean. That's like there couldn't have been a more perfect example. And I realized that the weeks where people typically know me as a neat freak, quote unquote, right? But because things can get overwhelming for me, I will not always put things back in its place. But then after like a day or two, I will just again rampage, clean every single thing because like for me to, it's the closest thing I can do to getting back a sense of control.
I see that.
To clean room, clean bed, clean kitchen, clean workspace is the closest thing to a self of control, to regaining a self of control that I can do. You know what I'm trying to say? And how often I have to do that, to me, I didn't even know that James Clear said this, how often I have to do that to me is an indicator of how proactive I am being. If I'm having to do mass cleanups, it means that I'm not keeping the bare minimum, a certain standard. It means I'm letting that standard down consistently.
Guys, your life is a lagging indicator.
It's your life, oh my guy. It's your life. It's your life.
We hope you realize the need to keep stoking every day.
That fire. Like, what are you doing? Be dissatisfied.
Every day.
I remember Amara's ever famous quote. Is this greatness? Is this like, God?
Episode 2, guys.
Episode 2, man. Is this greatness? Oh my God. Is this greatness?
Oh my God.
Like, guys, I don't even know what to say or how to put it. But the consequence, the bottom line consequence of you not doing of things is that your life goes.
Your life goes.
Literally.
Your life goes.
Literally. So guys, please, we encourage you, have a strong sense of urgency. A strong sense of urgency. Like, especially if you realize that, okay, you are not yet where you want to be ideally. Because guys, any number of things can go wrong. So the moment you are not there, you need to honestly behave like, I don't know, man. I don't know how to put it. Like you are desperate, like you are crazy.
When you've touched,
like, bruh.
It's like the moment you've touched that dissatisfaction, when you come face to face with that reality and you see the implications of how I could hit 30. No sub to 30-year-old guys, by the way. I say it on the podcast all the time that
100%. Yeah.
if you're 30 and you're just getting started, it's still fine.
People got started at 50 and it was still fine.
But if you had a 5-year head start, so you were 25 and you listened to 0 to X and then that reality hits you that I could hit 30 and have nothing to show for it.
I'll still be where I am, writing down the same goals, the same.
Nothing to show for it.
God, my body is scratching me, bro.
Oh God.
You know an easily relatable one. Think of that person you were dating and you boasted that I'm going to marry by this particular time. Look at yourself now. Are you the kind of person that is capable of marrying and leading a family?
Oh my God.
It's one of the strongest indicators. And I'm like,
There's something I like to tell guys. I mean, Daniel has probably heard this a number of times too, that I like to think about us humans, men and women, as 3 versions of ourselves. You as who you are, your core self. Then you, especially with regards to marriage, relationships and all of that. Then you as a father or a mother, and then you as a husband or a wife. So there's 3 versions of you.
Yeah.
And most likely you will probably get to age 30 if you're not careful. Let's say you're not actively trying to better yourself with regards to relationships and your ability to deal with the opposite sex. And you get to age 30 and you ask yourself that question, can I be a father at this time? And you're just like, bro, I can't, because I didn't put in any effort.
Yeah, you didn't put in the work for personal development.
No, I'm still not a good listener.
Yeah.
I still try to throw tantrums.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. I still lack accountability.
I still stay like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Bro. That's such a good point, man.
Bro.
That's such a good point.
Anyway, so we don't veer off tangent. What do you want us to talk about today, bro?
Bro, it's a very important, very necessary tangent, man.
I think it is.
Because then what was have been the point of 0 to X or all of the other books that you've read? It's worse when you knew to do and didn't do.
Bro.
It's saddening. You had all the experience. What's crazy, you now see youngins coming after you can tell them what to do.
What said youngins?
You can tell them what to do.
Oh God.
But you didn't do it.
Yeah. Moment of sober reflection.
Moment of sober reflection with my people.
Sober reflection.
Moment of sober reflection.
Anyway, Daniel, share with us now. Hit us.
So, on a brighter note.
Yeah, on a brighter
On a brighter note, today we wanted to talk about how to motivate people.
I especially like this topic because I see how, let's say, somebody reached out to me. In fact, it was one of the things that made me concur with the idea of doing this because somebody reached out to me and he was like, bro, how do I deal with this, my project? What do they call them? When you guys are on the project together, like my team members on this project and I'm supposed to be like project lead, but like they're giving me a hell of a tough time. I don't know how to motivate. I don't know how to like get them to do the things that we need to do to be able to get like the outcome that we want. And I'm like, yeah, I see why we need to tell people.
Will you like my answer?
Make it nice. Make it nice.
Everything is a skill. There is a difference between management and leadership. Right? I'm trying to present a cohesive set of thoughts because, guy, if you leave me to talk about leadership, bro, I'm a spaz, bro. I'm a spaz because, like, guys, I've been reading leadership for the past 16 years. I'm not even joking. I've been reading and practicing for the past 16 years. I'm not even joking. So, if there is something you're unable to do, you don't have the skills to do it. It's not them. That's why I said, will you like my answer? That's why I said, will you like my answer?
Oh my God.
That's why I said,
But let's help the people.
I don't disagree that they don't have sense in that your team.
Yeah.
God knows.
Human beings generally don't.
Human beings, see.
It's a consistent theme across human beings. It's not you guys.
It's not you. It's them. It really is them.
But how do you control them?
But the thing, this is what makes you a skilled leader.
Exactly.
You need to quit complaining that the people that they gave you don't have sense. It's a foregone conclusion. Right? It's a foregone conclusion. You also need to own up, and this is the more important part, because there is little you'll probably be able to do about them. Because see, somebody said that the damn near most impossible thing in this world is adult behavioral change.
For real?
How many adults have you been able to see that successfully changed behaviors permanently?
That's not good news, bro.
It takes a lot.
It does.
Think about addictions. Think about vices. Think about people that go to why are rehab centers still open? Think about it.
Fair.
People go and relapse. Some actually do breakthrough.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm just saying, like, adult behavioral change. Like, you have an easy example. You have started workout how many times this year? Not you, Amara, because Amara is consistent. But I'm talking to, like,
I get it.
Just how many times have you started? Like, you go 3 days. It's not because you can't work out. You're not the kind of person that can work out. It's identity. It's a behavioral change that needs to happen. James Clear teaches this. It is first a who you are before it is a what you do. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So we've already accepted that, yeah, your teammates are the interesting bunch. They're the interesting bunch. What can you do about it? You can't control that. You can talk. If you have the leverage enough, you can threaten. Salary, rewards, blah, 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 blah. You can do all of that, but you will not get the best of that person. The person will just do the minimum viable for me to not get fired.
Exactly.
You don't get the best of the person's proactivity and creativity. You don't. Which is where the magic really, really happens. When they can bring bright ideas. How do you know companies that function well? Look at the time space between concurrent work and proactive work. Concurrent work is the things you need to do on the daily. But the proactive things are, I'm working on this new project that I think could do this for us in the future. Companies that have a higher ratio, of proactive work to concurrent work, to other companies will find themselves innovating and growing faster. Typically. Here's what I'm trying to say. So now, back to what we're saying. Leave your beautiful teammates alone. Look at you. You can control you. Fact of the matter is, you do not have the skills to lead and motivate people to get results.
That's usually the first place you need to start.
That's where you need to start. Leave them alone. You can't necessarily change them. You've threatened. You have shouted. You've done passive aggressive. Work. No, it's the truth. We work.
That passive aggressive one, man.
It's the truth. I've heard stories of different, bruh. The first thing you need to accept, I'm not a great leader. But the thing is that leadership is a set of skills. Leadership is a set of skills. You can grow this particular skill. So for instance, now your ability to create vision is one skill. Your ability to sell that vision is another skill. Your ability to hire the right kind of people is a skill. Your ability to fire when you need to is a skill. I've seen instances where people were fired too late. Seriously slow down the company. I've seen instances like that. I've seen instances where people were fired too early. I have, as weird as it sounds. I have. All of the things, see, leadership is a salad of different things you need to know how to do.
Makes me wonder if we can cover all of it.
No. Specifically for motivating people. There are the couple things that you can do. There are the couple things that you can do. Think about it this way. Let's think about it. I'm trying to make sure like the thoughts are structured. Think about it this way. there was always that quote unquote popular person in your school when you were in secondary school, primary
Usually
school.
when
Usually when you're in secondary school.
Yeah.
It was always for a reason. Either the person was incredibly handsome, or that babe was incredibly beautiful, or the guy was very talented. He could dance, he could play football. The girl was very well formed. I'm just seeing the typical sentiments that go through young people's minds at that point in time. And we admired these things because those were things we aspired to be.
Okay.
Quote unquote. So you'd find that those people could more easily influence you.
Yeah.
To do certain things. So for instance, football field, you would want to play with the more popular person than the less popular person. You would want to play with the more skillful person than the less skillful person. If you are going, you have an open goal, you would pass to the more skillful person. It's almost as if you are bringing yourself down for them. Almost, right? You need to first of all start with the commonalities that you share with your teammates, in your office.
Yeah.
We are all working in this office for a reason. You have your personal things you want to achieve, how this fits into your story, even if you just want to earn money. I promise you, and this is the work of leadership, I promise you that there is a way you can find to tie that person's interests to the overall interest of the company, of the team that you want to do. Because there is a shared commonality that you guys all aspire towards. Better still if you embody it.
Yeah. I see that.
It's easy for the person that is beautiful to just have a bunch of girls following her around.
Exactly.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So how does that translate into the office space? People know the people that do good work, let's not lie.
Yeah.
If you prove yourself to be an exceptional performer, this is the level that you work at, right? This is the level that you work at. These are your standards for work. You've listened to any of the other episodes on 0 to X that we've talked about being a high performer or how to be great at your job or any of these things. Once you've done that, right? This is not an instant fix. You will not get it. It hardly happens where you just listen to anything that Amara and I might talk about today and then start applying, and in a week your team members become saints. It won't.
Well, I have thoughts. I completely agree.
It's the exception to, if it happens, it's more a miraculous thing than the actual day-to-day of what it would look like. That's what I think.
I agree. I don't disagree. But for me, it's kind of like the thing with leadership, like you said, because it's a salad and there's a number of skills in leadership. Yeah. One way I like to think about it is being aware, first of all, of the things that you can do to improve your overall influence. Generally, do you get
influence? That's a word.
Yeah. So maybe stuff like you said now, leading by example, meaning that if you want people to come correct, you have to be the representation of what correctness looks like. That's one. Then I would also say maybe the problem people usually have is, and I've been observing this a lot in my own life, that, I mean, we've seen this, we've read this. I mean, we've both studied psychology and stuff. So, but seeing how the fact that every single time I want to do something, I'm always actually asking myself, what's in this thing for me? Do you get? So if me and Daniel want to go out on a trip now, as much as, maybe Daniel wants me to accompany him, my brain is always automatically thinking. And I realize something that human beings do. Human beings are always eager to find how this reel I'm watching on Instagram, what's in it for me? Whereas I'm scrolling next second.
100%.
Do you get? So if you as the person in charge can help this person to see how this thing, apart from the fact that it might be a responsibility for all of us to perform, but this thing has interests or this overall vision is in some way beneficial to your own personal interests.
Yeah, that's literally. I said that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
No. So for me, it's kind of like pointing out that yes, we agree that you can't change the skill overnight. You get, but for me, it's kind of like if you are aware of the parts of being a good leader that you can deploy on a day-to-day while working on your overall ability to want to improve.
Yeah,
that might be something.
Yeah. So I hear you.
Yeah.
And the thing is that when you are growing, it's obvious. Yeah. Sometimes you have early wins. That happens. But I'm saying this to say I know how frustrating working with team members that are interesting can be like. I know how frustrating I'm just trying to. I'm just putting that disclaimer out there that it's a process.
Yes, it is definitely.
It will take a couple weeks, maybe a quarter, right, to get everybody on board, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. Just put that out there. That it's not in 2 weeks that you see that all of your team members are coming correct.
Yeah.
Because building genuine influence that people can see, that people can fathom as sincere, it does take time.
It takes time, man. It takes time.
It takes time.
In fact, usually trying to form influence or trying to hack it might come across as
manipulative or insincere. 100%.
And people will clock it.
That's what I'm trying to say. You are not in a hurry.
They'll clock it.
You're not in a hurry.
Are we saying then that project or that thing should suffer? Imagine somebody listening to this now. Being in the middle of a project and experiencing this exact scenario.
So because of the kinds of nuances, we can't account for every single way this can play out. Yeah.
Completely.
But the thing is that, think about it in short term, long term, right? You are going to be leading that person for a while. So you had better get started building influence already.
So what does building influence look like?
Aligning interests.
Okay.
People will always be that's what we've said. Like us establishing that fact is crucial. Align the interest of that person with the interest of the team. Once you're able to do that and set up decent parameters for execution and accountability, right?
Rewards as well, I guess.
Execution and accountability.
Like praising.
Acknowledging,
praising
execution,
rewards,
accountability, a reward/consequence system because the reverse has
to also be accounted
because there was a story of a leader that I respect so much. He's a premier thought leader on leadership in Nigeria.
Okay.
And I heard the story of how he fired somebody from his organization one time.
Okay.
Said he called the person to the office and said, "See, you're not a bad person, but we have this set of values. You don't necessarily embody the set of values. So we are not culture fit for you, and you are not culture fit for us. So this can be a mismatch. It's a mismatch. There is somewhere where your talents and personalities and idiosyncrasies and quirks would fit into well. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Would fit into very well. But it doesn't fit here.
Yeah.
So you need to say and state, build up what culture for that team is going to be. See, whether you realize it or not, your team is low-key a reflection of you and your abilities.
That's it.
It's a reflection of you and your abilities. If you don't uphold standards, they will fall.
They will fall.
The ground.
They'll fall.
Are you engaging these team members? Whether you like it or not, how you promote, how fast you get promoted, or how you advance in your career, it depends on them.
Yeah.
Because you can't do all the work because it's 5 people putting in man hours to do work.
Yeah.
For you to review and then send higher up. So your own going higher up, your promotion, your advancement in your career field depends on the quality of work these people do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just be frustrated. So if you are leading a team, lead that team.
Yeah.
Lead it. That's the most fundamental mindset you must have. I am leading this team. Lead it. In leadership, you are setting vision. You are setting culture. You are setting what execution, accountability, and reward and consequence looks like in that team. These are the functional parts. Then the more softer things, the things you might not necessarily be able to quantify, is now the building influence.
Yeah, showing that you care.
Building influence
is a part of that.
It's absolutely. People don't care what you know until they know that you care.
Exactly.
It's fundamental.
Yeah.
in this building influence, your interest in this is leadership.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Except you want to just keep on being in a toxic space.
Mm. Mm.
But leadership is all of the things that we've said. Vision. You need to know it in detail. Clearly
What are we doing?
thought out and easy to communicate.
Everybody's always on the same page as to what
this is what we're trying to do. Second thing, culture. This is the way in which we must behave, right, to achieve this. 3, execution. These are our dailies. What constitutes the meat of doing the work? These are our dailies. Number 5, accountability. How do we check on progress? How do we monitor progress? You have to be involved. This thing is 15-minute meetings every day. That's why engineering and product teams have stand-ups every day.
Yeah.
They are literally doing these things. That's the entire Scrum and Agile methodology.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
You said this is what we're doing this week, this is how we're going to do. See, there is something they call SLA, service level agreement. Teams have it within themselves, like this is how we behave here.
Yeah.
So if you just go and check, are you behaving in accordance? If you're not, you already know.
Yeah.
We can track it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So once you set up these things, number 1, vision, clear, where you are going must be clear in sight. Number 2, culture. Number 3, execution cadence. Number 4, a cadence for accountability. Number 5, a reward and consequence matrix. Very important. How do you reward good behavior? How do you give consequence to bad behavior? These 5 things, very, very fundamental. Then influence. You are building influence by aligning their interests with the company's interests. The very last thing that you have to do, especially if you find yourself somewhere in the middle of the pack, right, is over-communicate like crazy. Communicate up, communicate down, communicate sideways. Communicate up. Be very loud. Let them know that this person, I'm getting an email from them twice a day, status updates, once a day, status updates on Teams, on Slack, or whatever. I'm going straight into the office because this is where these things happen.
Yeah.
Do this, like I'm getting an update on this. Not that they are asking you first. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The over communication will now show, see, you need to be active in because I'm saying this because it's not just about building leadership skill. Where your own interest aligns, that you want to do good work and be promoted and more money. That's your own interest. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It is determined by the people that you lead. Do you understand? So you need to be front and center in taking control of the things that you're supposed to take control of. Don't let other people write your story. Don't do that.
Bro.
People will now start to form expectations of you based on other people's mess-ups, not yours. Why? Bro, this thing is deep.
Bro, I completely see it, man. I completely see it. And for me, it's...
This thing is deep, bro.
It's like you said...
You come across as incompetent because your team is incompetent. If they're incompetent, technical people, you're an incompetent leader. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Like there was something I was telling the guys again off the podcast early this morning that something I think it was in Extreme Ownership. He said whenever a new CEO or whenever there is an intervention by a company's board of directors or something to change the performance of the company because let's say the company has become the growth has plateaued. One thing that is consistent across all companies
they fire the CEO.
Is that they fire the CEO is usually just being nice. Usually they fire the top level leadership. Yeah. Because if the top level leadership could have done better, the outcome would have already been better. It would have never needed
to be an intervention in the first place.
Exactly. So it is realizing how if you don't take charge of the fact that people only rise, in fact, you yourself, first of all, will only rise as far as your leadership ability. And people will only rise to the level that you insist that they rise to.
100%.
If you miss these two things,
See, do you know what's wild?
the image that you portray by virtue of
see, bro, you have nailed it. And do you know what's crazy? Most people will find themselves in a situation where their Oga has an Oga. Their Oga has an Oga.
Yeah.
Most of the time, that Oga and your Oga's Oga will be pals. They can talk to themselves more easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
You, because you're a little lower down the rung, will still be...
Yeah.
You can't necessarily talk to your Oga's Oga.
In fact, you don't talk to your own Oga self.
You might not be able to talk to your Oga's Oga.
Yeah.
And God help you that person like you does not know leadership. It's a hot mess.
It is.
Human beings are very convenient.
Yeah.
They will say the one that favors them.
Always.
At that particular time.
Always.
But this is why over-communication is important. That if all else fails, maybe it is not within your power to issue a firing decision or a change decision. If you're over-communicating, there is a trail we can go and look at.
Bro.
You have receipts, you have evidence, you won't explain too much. Do you understand? You won't explain too much.
Yeah.
Nobody will look at the situation and objectively see that, this guy...
I think this should be really taken away.
See,
especially for the people.
Low key, cover your ass. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Make sure you're taking care of.
Man.
Watch your back. Nobody's watching it for you. Assume that nobody's watching it for you.
Yeah.
Assume so.
Yeah. Completely agree, man.
So guys, you want to motivate others. You want to lead. Leadership is an entire salad of skills. Go and read 21 Laws of Leadership. Go and read 360-Degree Leader. These two books by John Maxwell. Treat it as your Bible.
Read Extreme Ownership. Very, very, very important addition. Treat them as your Bible for the next 15 months. And so guys, we thank you for listening as always.
As always, you guys are the dream.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.